You're most welcome. You're most what? Welcome. So we are going to use this pattern paper. So we are going to use this pattern paper to draft the front and the back. Yes. So you're most welcome, my dears, my lovelies. You're very welcome. How are you? Where are you watching from? Let's see what we are going to use today. How is your Sunday? I'm taking everything I need so that we can start. So welcome everyone. How are you? I'm going to use this paper. Let me measure how long. So I'm going to split it into two so that I can use it for the front and for the back. Moment. Hello. Hello, lovely people. Mugamba Mutia, how are you? So we are going to use this as our front and back pattern. So I'll split it into two so that I can use it for the front and for the back. So how is your Sunday? Where are you watching from? So I'm going to use this as my front and my back. Okay. You can say hello to me. Did you go to church? So I'll take away this. This will be the front. I'm going to measure. It's not to the length I want. What do? It's shorter than I expected it to be. Let me measure this side. Wait a minute. Let me use another paper. I didn't think it will not be enough. Wida, how are you? So let me use this and this, okay? I need at least to cover up to my hip line. So when I cut it was short, so I'm going to use this. I'll use that paper for another time, for another pattern, okay? So give me a minute. A minute. And straighten up this a bit. Okay, I think this is better. So let me also get this. Then we shall start. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, this is better. So we are going to draft our front and our back with these pattern papers, okay? So I'll use this for the front. My day is fine, my dear. How about yours? Are you okay? Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching from? Okay, so let's start. We are going to start with our starting line as usual. I always make a starting point. So this will be my starting point. Okay, we consider it as our shoulder line. So I'm going to, you're from India. That's very good. Namaste. Namaste. How are you? So I'm going to take my bust measurement, my under bust measurement, my waist measurement, and my hip measurement. I'll take 24. So my corset will be around 23 inches. 21, but I'll measure up to the waist, to the hip line, sorry. Yeah. So I'm going to come on this line and take my bust measurement again, under bust, waist, hip, corset length, then hip length, okay? So I'll make a straight line. Yeah. So if you're drafting your pattern, it's better to use the pencil, but with the pencil you will not see what I'm doing. So I'm using these markers. So this is the bust line, under bust, waist, corset length. This is the hip measurement. Okay, so I'm going to get my shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll mark it. I'll come also on the bust line and measure my shoulder divided by 2 and mark it. So I'm going to come up by 2 inches. This 2 inches is the chest line, okay? And I'll come down here by 1 inch. This is the shoulder line. So since it's an overbust corset, I'll not make a neckline. It's okay. This neckline here up is, we don't need it, okay? So I'm going to come here and connect this line to here. And after, I'm going to divide this line by 2 and mark the middle point, then come in by 0.5, okay? 0.5. After marking in by 0.5, okay, that's good. So I'm going to mark 0.5 coming in, and then I'll connect these points to this line, okay? So I'll just connect like this. So this is our front armhole. Now I'm going to get my nipple to nipple measurement, divide it by 2 and mark. So my nipple to nipple is 7 inches. When I divide it by 2, it's 3.5. So I'm going to mark 3.5 on all these lines, okay? So I'm going to make a straight line to down like this. Just making some curry. Oh, you're making dinner. That's very good. Yeah, I'm coming to eat dinner. So we have made this line. This is our nipple to nipple measurement line. Okay, now we are going to take our dart. So I'm going to take a dart of 2.5 inches. So I'm going to come here on my under bust measurement, on my under bust, and come in by come in by 1 inch on this side and 1.5 inches on this side. So I've taken a dart of 2.5 inches. 1 inch is in the center front and 1.5 inches is on the side front. I hope you got me. So I'm going to come here and come down by 1 inch. So I'm going to come here on my hip measurement and come in by 1.25 inches. So there are very many ways of how to make a corset. Yeah, so it's not like it's one way. No, it's not one way. So you can make your corset whichever way you want. Any method you know, it still works. So here I've come in by 1.25 and I'm going to connect this point to this point, okay? So I'm going to take a dart. This is 2.5. So I'm going to take 2.5 here. So the 2.5 will be here. Let me check the pencil because I will still make some adjustments. Where is my pencil? Let me use a pen. Okay. So I'm going to connect this. This ruler will not work. I'm going to connect this to here, this, and connect it here. Why isn't it writing? It's not. I hope it's visible. So I'm going to connect to here. I'll mark with the marker later. And then connect this to this. Let me just use my marker. I don't like using marker. Sometimes it's not very accurate, but it's what you can see very well. So I'm connecting this back here, and I'm going to get this my rule and connect here, and also connect here like this. Okay, so I can come along this line like this and measure half of this line, which is this, and also mark half still of this line, which is this. Then I'll use this and I'll come out by 0.5 inches here, and I'll come out also here by 0.5 inches, then connect back. Okay, so we are going to take that as our dot. Okay, so after that I'm going to take my overbust, my, what is it called, my neckline. It depends on how high you want your neckline to be. So you can come up, you can use this method. You can measure from here. You can see, you can measure from here to your bust, to your under bust line, here to your under bust line, and then use this measurement to up here to make your overbust. So that depends on what you want, or you might make it higher. Okay, so that is according to what you want. So I will use 3 inches. The 3 inches from the bust line to the under bust is what I'll use from here to here. So I'm going to mark that point and make a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to make this line go up to this and make an overbust tightening. So for the tightening, I'm going to use 1.5 inches, meaning I'm going to divide the 1.5 inches by 2 and get 0.75, 0.75 on each side. So this helps in preventing the gapping here. Okay, so I'm using 1.5, which is 0.75 on each side. And I'm going to get this my curved rule and connect back to this point, to the to this point, okay? Okay. So after that, I'm going to take my measurements and then I'll take a bust dart. So my bust is, my bust divided by 4 is 9.5. Okay. My waist divided by 4 is, waist divided by 4 is 9, is waist divided by 4 is 8.5. Yeah. And hip divided by 4 is 11.25. We are going to add this. You can see this, our dart. I'm going to add it. It's 2.5. I'll add the 2.5 here. So even on the waist, we are going to add the dart. Remember the measurement we are taking. We are now taking this line to this line. Okay. So it is 2 point something something. Wait a minute. This is the this is the measurement here. I was taking this line, sorry. So I'm going to take this and add the 2.5 for the dart, okay? So okay, that's it. And on my chest line, I take my bust, divide by 4. Chest line is bust divided by 4, which is 9.5. I'll get this cast space and cover it. It's 1 inch. I'll add it here. Okay. So that is it. We are going to connect our lines. So I'm going to connect this to this and connect to here like this. After that, I'm going to take a bust dart of 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So I'll take 1.5. Yeah, it's what I usually take, 1.5. Most times when you're making this dart here, you can measure your front waist minus your back waist. Whatever you have is what you use on this dart, okay? Yeah. So after that, I'm going to take back here like this. So this is a dart. And after that, I'm going to determine how I want my neckline to be. Okay. So how I want my neckline to be. Let me see. You can measure, you can estimate whatever you want, but it's better to measure. So I want my neckline to be like let's say 8 inches. That is on my chest line. That's how deep I want it. Or you can make it 7 inches on this overbust line. Okay, and you shape it the way you want. So I'll take 7.5 inches, okay, which is this. So I'm going to come and shape your neckline the way you want. The way you want, okay? So I'm going to make this line longer to reach here. Okay. So after that, I have to try to fold in this and draw my neckline again. I'm going to take this curved rule and draw my neckline again. Okay. Wait a minute. All right. So I'll have to connect this back also here. I'm going to connect this here like this. So when I close here, they can be equal. When I close here, they can coordinate. I hope you have understood me. What else? Okay, I'm going to come here on my chest line and come up by 0.5 inches. I can use this ruler, it also has inches. So I'm going to come on my chest line, come up by 0.5 inches and come here and come in by 0.5 inches and then connect again like this. Okay, so what else have I forgotten? Help me remember. All right, on this line I'm going to come up on this line, maybe by, you can come up by 2 inches, 1.5, depending on what you want. Okay, so I'm going to come up by 2 inches. Who's calling me? And come out by 0.5 inches. So you can shape any way you want. You can shape it like this and curve in like this, or you can shape it like this. It depends on what you want. So you can curve in like this, or you can curve like this. Okay, so that's a point of preference. Whatever you want is what you do. So I'm going to connect this back here. Okay, so I'll also shape this like this. So I told you, do what works for you. If the first one I did works for you, do just that. If this works for you, also do that, just that. Okay, so I think I did not forget anything. I just think, okay, let's cut. My network has issues. A moment. sorry. So I was saying I remembered something I wanted to do. I wanted to snatch on my waist 1 inch. Okay, so I just wanted to snatch on my waist 1 inch. That's what I had forgotten. Then I have to take this back to this. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. So when we are cutting here, we are taking this line. Remember, we added 0.5 and we came in by 0.5. Okay. So also we are taking this line. So we are going to bring this and open this dart and cover it. Jesus, how are you? How are you doing? How is the gospel? I see one evangelist. Hey, that's very good. Praise God. So I have to close this here. Okay. So our front pattern is done. I will cut this on fold and this is not on fold. So this is our front. Okay. So we are going to draft our back. So this is what we are going to use for the back. Let me put this aside. This is what we are going to use for the back. And as always, I'm taking a starting point. I'll take it from here. Ten bust, 16 under bust. You might leave the under bust. Then 24 hip. Do the same here. 10 bust, 16 under bust, 24 hip. So we are going to do like we did the last time. 7.5, that's my shoulder divided by 2. Do the same here, 7.5. take 2 inches up. I don't need the neckline here, okay? So I'll make a shoulder line here. So I'm going to come in on the bust line by 1.5 inches, okay? 1.5 on the bust line. This is the center back. And 0.5 on the hip line. Connect this together like this. So I'm going to take what? Huh? I'm going to take my my bust divide by 4. My bust divide by 4 is 9 inches. I'm going to take my waist divide by 4. My waist divide by 4 is 8.5 inches. I'm going to take my hip divide by 4. My hip divide by 4 is 11.25. So I'm just going to connect this. To this. Remember, we came up by 2 inches. And went out by 0.5 inches. I'm just repeating the same thing. So I'm going to also connect this back here. So we are not snatching for the back. We are not adding, remember we snatched here 1 inch. We shall not do that for the back. So I'm going to try to place this on. Okay. So remember this side is shortened by 1.5 inches because of the bust dart. So you must make sure it has to connect back. So I'll take my, when I try to put this, I'll take this from here. So I'll come out by the 0.5 inch from here, so that when I place it here like this, it will connect, okay? It connects. So that is it. I'm going to make the back dartless, okay? I'll not put a dart in the back. I'll make it dartless. You can put a dart if you want. It's your choice, eh? You can put a dart of 1 inch on the waistline. You can put a dart of 1 inch on the waistline, as we did in the front. And when you're replacing, you replace it this side, okay? And you can as well leave it. That is, oh, remember I had to get up here by 0.5 inches. So I'll get up by 0.5 inches here. So I'm taking my shoulder line from here, my chest line. I remembered. So this has to go up a little bit more. Okay. So I have to connect this down to the bust line. You can connect it like 1 inch above the bust line depending on what you want, but I like my corset to be this to go to the bust line. Okay, so do whatever you want. It's your dress, it's your choice, it's what you decide. Yeah, it's what you decide. So if you take it to here, it's still okay. If you take it to the bust line, it's still okay. Wherever you take it, it's okay, as long as you don't take it so deep or very up. If you do it like this, it will not, I don't think it will look good. So I'll just come and carve in. Maybe I can take it up to this line like this, or you can take it to the bust line, whatever you want. So my eyelets will be here. So I told you there are very many ways to do corset. Very many. If you like to do the back differently, you can do it differently. If you like to do it like this, you can do it like this. If you like the front to cut it into different pieces, you can do it. It's all up to you. Okay, there is a first overbust corset I made on this channel. It was not like this, so you can try out different methods. Don't limit yourself. Yes, you can try out different things, different methods. Yeah, don't be limited on only what you know. We learn new things every day. So this is the back. This is my back and this is my front. So this back has to be aligning like this. Okay. Yeah. So when I'm cutting, I'll straighten up a bit here. Yeah. And this is the front and this is our back. So one thing we have to do, let me check something. Let me use this. I'm going to use this fabric to cut out. This is plastic bag, but I made it into very many layers. So I want to try it out. I don't know if it will work. I want to try it out. So I'm going to cut this on fold. This is the center part. I'm going to cut it on fold. Okay. So when you're cutting, leave a 0.5 inches for sewing allowance around this side. The center no need, because it's going to be cut on fold. So I'm going to cut out. I'll not sew today, but I'll leave it cut out. So I'll get this and come marking my 0.5 inches. can as well use your eyes to cut. I always use my eyes. Most times I use my eyes, I don't. So you also need two parts for the side, 2 pieces. So this is our front, but we are going to cut another piece. So we are going to cut from here to the under bust, to this point. Remember, we cut the center front and fold. Okay. So you're going to cut this part also from here to here. Do I have enough pieces to cut that? Okay. And I need one for the lining and one for the what? I need to make more pieces. This will not be enough. So I need to cut the same from here to here to the underbust line and also shape it well. But this fabric is not enough. I have to make more of this. I just made this. I joined several layers of plastic and burnt them together. So I have to make another of this so that I can finish up. And I have to have two of this, one for the lining piece and one for the for real fabric. Okay, so I'll stop here today. Yeah, I'm going to stop here today. We shall meet again. I'm going to sew this corset on live. So, and I want to make another one. So we shall meet another time. Yeah, maybe later in the evening, in the night. Yeah, I shall come back and finish off this and sew this and finish it off. So thank you for watching. Wider Jesus Evangelist and everyone watching, please, in case you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell. I also have to make two of these. Yes, so I'll cut everything and I'll come back when I've finished cutting. So we shall just sew and insert in the boning, and that will be it. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for always coming to these lives and watching them. I don't take it for granted. And please do subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when I put up a new video. I'll come later and sew this corset. So stay tuned, hit the notification bell, subscribe, so that when I come back, you'll be notified. Okay? Yeah. So that's it for today. Shall come back later. Have a good day.